You give to your husband, you give to your mom, you give to your family, kids, co-workers, boss. You give all of this energy to someone else. Right now is the time to give to you. Restorative is a non-tension yoga class. It is exactly what it says, restore. Ready to get started? Yeah, come on. Go ahead and have a seat on the yoga mat, on the blanket in front of your living room. Grab a chair, preferably with no arms. Grab a pillow. Grab a dry washcloth. We have our eye pillow with us. You can purchase right down below. Just click on to the link. These are wonderful for inducing sleep and relaxing the body. Our first pose is straddling the chair. Take your chair, bring it as close to your legs as possible. Place the pillow on top of the chair. It really depends on the body height. If you're really a tall person and you have, or if you have a tall chair, you might not need it. But if this chair is short like this one is, cross the elbows, place the forehead on top of your forearms. In this position, there is a slight opening in the hips. If the hips are stretched right now, right in the psoas muscle, go ahead and push the chair back so you can lean forward a little bit. If it's too much leaning forward, we want you to feel comfortable in this position. We want you to feel like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. In this yogic breath, it detoxifies the body. Breathe into the legs, relax the legs. This body wants to go a little bit more further because we feel like we're falling back, so we're pushing the chair forward a little bit and just relaxing. When we take a deep breath in, we tend to tense up the body. And when the breath comes out, we tend to relax forward a little bit. Without realizing it or feeling it, we have this outward breath sense of moving forward just a little bit further than we did before on the last breath. And that's what makes it a gentle, very gentle yoga. This class is all about thanking yourself. The intention today is thank you for everything you do. So imagine we're sitting or standing in front of our mirror, and like we're getting ready in the morning, brushing our teeth, putting on our makeup, shaving our face, whatever we need to do. And we just take a moment to look into the mirror and look at ourselves without doing anything. And we bring a big smile to our face and repeat silently to ourselves, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everything you do. Did you notice something happen? The body relaxed a little bit more. The toes relaxed. The knees relaxed. The thighs, the shoulders. Inhale strong and slow. Exhale out. Did you ever think of a time when you were take time out for yourself? Whether it's just to drive around the block because it's too noisy in the house, or you lock yourself in a closet because it's too noisy downstairs and you want just a little quiet time, even if it's for 3 to 5 minutes. And you realize afterward you're ready to handle the rest of the day. Or if you're at work, you go into the bathroom, even if you don't need to go into the bathroom, take 3 cleansing breaths and just let it out. If you go on your break outside, sit in your car, taking that time out for us is so important, because guess what happens? We find that we're calmer in a situation. We're able to handle that day to day, in and out, in and out, in and out. We're able to feel at peace in the body. 3 more long, slow, deep breaths. In each pose, we're going to take about 5 minutes. In these 5 minutes, we'll talk you through as sort of a meditation guide. This meditation guide, this voice will just talk to you and remind you how important you are. And maybe through a story, you'll find that, hey, I can take time out for me too. Yeah, let me do that. Even if we're sitting in the car, and we're sitting at a stoplight, we're reminded, oh yeah, let's breathe in. All the way, hold it, and then slowly let it all out. Woo! Feel that relaxing, feel the shoulders drop, feel the head drop further into the arms. Now it's time to slowly get up. That's it. Take another deep breath, slowly get up, lift the arms, bring the knees up. Push the chair back a little bit, but we're going to push our bum towards the chair. So our bum is right at the edge of the legs. Place the legs on top. Make sure that head isn't in the dirt. Go back a little bit more. If you're taller, you might need to build the legs up a little bit more. We want a nice squared off section of the legs on the chair. The reason for that is we want our lower lumbar and our sacral bone to be flat on the surface. Now we have our dry washcloth or dry towel or dry hand towel over our eyes. We're going to use our eye pillow right here. And just slightly bring the chin into the chest and then come back down. We want the cervical, the top part of our spine, to be flat. Hold the hands down by the side, or the hands can be one can be on the heart and one can be on the abdominal. Wherever we're most comfortable with this position. In inversions, we tend to circulate the blood. So the blood rushes all the way down to our feet in that circular motion. When we're in inversions, such as this one, a slight inversion with our legs on the chair, we are able to build our immune system. So right now, if you're dealing with a cough and it's too much to be in this position, you can put a pillow underneath your head to bring your head up a little bit. But the purpose is so the spine relaxes flat against the surface. There's little force of gravity there. This way, each vertebra of the spine opens up. When that opens up, it allows the nerve endings and the arteries that are going through the spine to breathe better. And that's a magnanimous thing. Started to think about a time this time of the year is like a special time to surprise people with the special gifts. Only this class is for you. So think about a time when someone gave to you something really special. Was it a hug? Was it a kiss? It doesn't have to be material. In fact, go back in your memory and think of the time of the non-material gifts that were given to you. Perhaps it was this morning. Perhaps it was a child that hugged our knees, or a smile our baby gave us in the morning, or a smile our boss gave us. Hey, even that's possible. Ho, 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 ho. Think about all those smiles and gifts that somebody gave us and how it made us feel. When we're thinking about those positive things, our body tends to relax. Our knees relax. Our feet relaxes. Our spine relaxes. We notice how the hip bones hug the earth or the floor a little bit more. And it feels so good. Start inhaling strong, filling up the body all the way, and hold the breath just for a moment. Now slowly relax the breath. How does that feel in the body? Does that feel like a release and pressure? Yeah. With the eye pillow and something over our eyes, instead of our eyes just being closed, there's a little weight on our eyes, and it gives us the sense of, okay, now it's time to relax. Now it's time to give this breath to me. Remember the smile. You can hear smiles over the phone too. You might have given good advice to a friend or even a stranger. And when that person calls you up and thanks you for doing that, doesn't it make you feel good? Yeah. Swallow. Loosen up the jaw but keep the mouth closed. When this happens, we open up the medial and the lateral pterygoid muscles that are right in the crease of the mandala, the jawbone, like a hinge. They are called the wing muscles. When these wing muscles get all tense and tight, sometimes we don't realize throughout the day that we're kind of, oh my God, we're holding our jaw together or we're clenching our teeth. When we loosen it up and we swallow, sometimes it's easy to put the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we want to do that. But when we rest our tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, we're allowing the jaw to open up a little bit. Now notice something. Notice this as well. Smile just a little bit. See how it loosens things up? Yeah, that felt good. All right. Slowly, we're going to lift the legs on the next inhale. Roll over to the side. With the knees placed on the side, on the left side of the body, open the arms up. So the arms, as you can see right here, are level with the shoulders. We still have the eye pillow on, or the washcloth on. Twist the head a little bit towards the right arm. Keep the hands open. Spread the fingers wide. Now slowly relax the arms down onto the body. This is one variation. The other variation is you can take the pillow off of the chair, place the pillow in between the legs or underneath the legs, because we want this position to be comfortable. We want a little bit of pull right here in the right hip. We don't want a tremendous pull. If the knees are knocking too much together, then we might need one pillow underneath and one pillow in between. In this body, we're going to put a pillow in between because it feels more comfortable in the hips. And we want a nice gentle twist in the body. Body check. The knees are tucked into us on the left side. The arms are spread out in a T fashion up near the shoulders. The head is slightly turned towards the right arm. The fingers are spread, but they're relaxing on the earth. Good. Inhale strong. Slow exhale. Let it all out. That's it. Good. Breathe in. Listen to the surf, the crash of the surf. Listen to the quietness around. If there's too much noise going outside, take your phone, plug the headphones into the phone and just listen to the voice. We don't need to really look at the video. Follow the voice along in this quiet meditation. And in this pose, we're thinking, we're in the guided meditation of thinking what gifts we can give ourselves. So what gifts have we given ourselves lately? Well, right now, take a deep breath. Long and slow, hold it. Slowly exhale, let it out. We just gave ourselves a gift of relaxation. Notice how the hands, the arms, the hips, the legs are more relaxed on the outward breath. Bring that smile, that slight smile to the face, loosening up the jaw. In the morning when we wake up, we give ourselves the gift of pampering ourselves. We brush our teeth, so our teeth are nice and clean. We either put makeup on or shave if we're a guy. We look in the mirror, we smile at ourselves, and we're proud of how we look. We're not looking in the mirror tomorrow morning and chastising our bodies or our face or our arms. We're looking at the perfect face staring back at us, how beautiful we are right now where we're at. Let me ask you a question. If we don't learn to appreciate who we are now, how will we feel about our future selves? So if we feel bad in the body about how our bodies look now, how are we going to outward handle ourselves throughout the day, throughout the week? Sometimes even as men and women, we put ourselves down. Now is the time to build ourselves up. If you decide you want to exercise more, if you decide you want to eat better, then make that decision and stick to it. Ask yourself, how can I discipline myself? In other words, how can I discipline myself? And this is the first thing we really have to think about. The first thing is disciplining ourselves to talk good to ourselves. What kind of language are we telling ourselves? Do we constantly put ourselves down? We constantly look in the mirror and say, oh God, look at those eyes, they're so saggy. Oh God, look at that nose, it's so crooked. Look at those feet, how knobby they look. No. Look in the mirror. Look at your body in the mirror and point out how perfect it is. The soft skin. How nice the tone looks. Slowly come up with the knees into the chest. Leave the arms where they're at. Move the chair back if we need to. And then slowly bring the knees to the opposite side. That's it. Twist the body. Now again, if there's more a pull on this side, there's more of a pull on the left hip, the left gluteus maximus area, then you might want to put a pillow underneath the knees to bring that up a little bit so there isn't such a tug. This is a light, gentle opening. We want it to feel gentle. Slowly move the head towards the left hand, but still keeping the dry towel or eye pillow on the head. We want that sensory relaxation. In this position of the opposite side, we're still thinking of gifts to give ourselves. Perhaps we want to go out and buy ourselves a new outfit, some new shoes, a new item that'll make us feel better. But how about we think of something that is non-material? What can you think of? Hey, how about when we're at a stop sign in our car, we look in the rear view mirror or in the visor mirror and we give ourselves a smile. That's a really nice gift to ourselves. Have you ever hugged yourself? Yeah, and I'm not talking about when we're cold. Have we ever hugged ourselves? Just to hug ourselves, or pat ourselves on the back, just to pat ourselves on the back. Saying to yourself, oh, I did a great job. Sometimes I have to remind myself about this as well. There's times I go throughout the day, I'm giving myself to everybody else, and at the end of the day, I think to myself, did I get anything done? Yes, you did. You gave a lot of yourself. So if that's the case, if you gave a lot of yourself, then pat yourself on the back. That's what this class is all about. So right now, mentally pat ourselves on the back. Thank you, Athena, for all that you do. Thank you, Mark, Rick, Tony, Alice, Amanda, for all that you do. Thank you, Carmen, Shane, Bryce, Nikki, for all that you do. Thank you. Pat yourself on the back because you do a great job. You go to work. You provide for your family. You discipline yourself in an exercise program. You raise a family. You cook a meal. Pat yourself on the back and feel good about that right now. Feel elated. Feel as elated as if you won $1 million lottery. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh. I won $1 million. I like the way. That's how we feel. And that vibration of energy, that good vibration of energy of how we feel about ourselves, is the most powerful magnetic energy in the universe. Inhale strong. Exhale slowly. Notice how the body relaxed a little bit more. Gave a nice little bit more twist. Yeah. Felt good, didn't it? Nice weight over the eyes helps the head to be calm. When we breathe in and out through our nose, we're breathing in that energy of peace in ourselves. We're detoxifying our body, but we're also breathing in up through the spine, called a major artery called the basilar artery. This basilar artery feeds the right and left side of our brain. And when that happens, our frontal lobes are right in the forehead of the brain. We're able to be creative with new things in our lives. All right, for this next pose, we can slowly bring the knees into the chest. We have the pillow in between the knees. Take them out. Give our knees a big hug. Oh, yes. That felt good. Now, if we have the chair on the blanket here, we're going to have to move it to the side. Straighten out the body. Real nice and long. This is a pose that we're going to go over a couple of times so you get it right, okay? Come to the edge right here so I can show you. So we have a nice straight long line. In fact, we're going to go like this so you can see us a little bit better. A nice straight long line. This will be better. Sideways. Okay. Take the hands up above the head. Take the left hand into the right wrist. Okay, so the left hand grabs the right wrist. Slowly walk the feet with the sacrum. The sacrum is our hip bones, flat on the surface. So our butt stays on the surface of the earth, but we're just moving our legs to the left. See that? Now we're going to notice a tug in the right hip area here. If it's too much of a tug, then walk your legs back. Tug the right arm to the left, and then relax it down onto the surface and relax both arms. Take the right leg, cross it over on top of the left. Now we're in our banana. Now we can cover our eyes again, giving us that sense of comfort. Body check. We're in a banana restorative formation. We're slightly feeling a tug on the right side of our hip area. If that slightness is more than slightness, then we want to walk our feet back to where we're straight, up and down. We're crossing our right leg over our left ankle. We have our left hand with our right wrist in it. And now we're slowly releasing the left hand and the right wrist and relaxing it on the surface of the earth. We have our dry washcloth over our eyes or our eye pillow on our eyes. Take a deep breath. Inhale strong, hold it, and then slowly let it go. Oh, that felt good. Yeah, loving that. Slow inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's loosen up that jaw again. Put the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Swallow. Smile slightly. Good. In this relaxed meditation position, the right and left side in our banana pose, our meditation, thinking powers, energies go to the gifts that we have given to others. We're talking about non-material gifts. So what can we give to someone in the future? The first part was us giving to ourselves. What can we give to others? A kiss. That's easy enough, isn't it? A hug. Guess what happens when we give a kiss or a hug? We get one back. You ever hugged a family member or a stranger for that matter? I'll tell you a little story. We work in a restaurant until we could pay for all the equipment in our business. We need to support ourselves somehow. And I had a table last night. The sweetest old lady. Usually mother and son come, or daughter and mother come. We have a lot of elderly people in our restaurant that like to patronize our restaurant. And this lady, she sitting in the chair, said, "Oh, hello, how are you? So lovely to see you." And she was beginning to hold her hands out to me to wanted to give me a hug. She was sitting in the booth. And I just went ahead in and I gave her a hug and a kiss on the cheek. And she had the brightest smile on her face. I don't think her son knew what she was doing, or if she was in her right mind, but she was just the sweetest, most disposition, and it made me feel awesome. Because I could have backed off and said, no, lady, come on, let's go. But I love to give of myself to people. And I wanted to just hug this lady again. We hugged 2 more times. She held on to my hand. She didn't want to let it go, but I had to go because I had other tables. But I took the time with her to hold her hands and look in her eyes and tell her how beautiful she looked today and how sweet she was. And it made me feel so good. So what can you do to give of yourself to someone else? Slowly keep the washcloth on the over the eyes, but uncross the legs. Walk the legs to the center. Stretch the body out. Stretch the arms up above the head as far as you can get it. Point the toes as far as you can point them. Breathe in deep. And slowly relax back down on the exhale. Yeah, that felt good. Now, walk the heels towards the right side. Remember, we're keeping our gluteus maximus flat on the surface. We're not turning our left hip over to our right. Keep walking until you feel a slight tug in the left hip. When you feel that slight tug, then slowly take the left foot and cross it on top of the right ankle. Place the right hand and the left wrist and just tug that right arm a little bit over, and then relax both arms back onto the surface. Relax the head. Good job. Body check. Both hips, both gluteus maximus, hip bones are on the surface of the earth. We're feeling a tug in our left hip. We're crossing over our left leg on top of our right. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable to you, then uncross your legs. This is your yoga, not my yoga, okay? The right hand is in the left wrist, but we slowly release the left wrist and both hands just fall into each other and relax on the surface. The neck is relaxed. The spine is relaxed. There's a little bit of weight in the ankles, so if that is too much of a weight, we can always put a pillow in between the ankles, or we can uncross them. Breathe in deep. Inhale. Hold it. Hold it. Slow exhale. Oh, yeah. Now, if there's a tingling sensation that starts in the arms, of them being above the head, sometimes that happens. Just go ahead and bring the arms down a little bit until the tingling sensation stops. Inhale and exhale. Slight smile. Swallow. Listen to the sounds around. On the beach, there's a slight breeze. The ocean sound is calming. The earth is relaxing. So just take it away. Remember that commercial? And I'm showing my age here. Remember the commercial? Calgon, take me away. In this case, restorative yoga, take me away. Oh yeah, does this feel great? You ever notice a time when you wanted to really act like a kid? Or when you put on some music and you just dance to the oldies or some fun thing? Dance to a really jig or jag that you really liked and it felt really good afterwards? So let's turn on the music now. Whether it's Chopin, Mozart, rap, pop, rock, whatever you like. Let's imagine our favorite song right now. I've got it in my mind. So in this case, our favorite song is Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling. Any sing along? Can't stop the feeling. Don't. And just imagine yourself either flowing with the soft flow of music or bopping around your living room, your bedroom, in your skivvies like Risky Business and having a good old time. It brings a smile to the face, doesn't it? It makes you feel so good that you could do that even in your mind. In fact, you'll probably want to do that right after this. This is giving yourself the gift of joy. This is saying, if I come home at the end of the day and somebody pissed the crap out of me, let me just put on some music and flow with it. Either you're a conductor or you're playing your air guitar or you're dancing around like Beyonce, or you're just shaking the booty to your favorite song and nobody's around, but you feel good. Doesn't it though? Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly uncross the legs bring them back to center, but keep them straight. Oh yeah, now you can really feel that hip, the way it moved, but it's good for the hips, opening them up like that. Stretch the arms up above, hook the thumbs, spread the forefingers, stretch, stretch, stretch them just a little bit above the head, point the toes, and then slowly relax back down. That's the way we do it. Okay. Now, all restorative yoga is meditative. Oh, God, that felt great. Yeah. All restorative yoga is meditative. So we're going to be in a Supta Baddha Konasana. We stretched our legs out, right? Two ways of doing this. You can have the pillow underneath the knees to bring up the knees just a little bit so the lower lumbar feels more comfortable. Or we like to have the pillow right underneath the feet and open our hips. Now in this position, we might need to build up the pillows underneath, but this body really likes to open the hips up because we know this really opens up the base chakra in our body. When that is opened up, we allow the physiologic behind Muladhara chakra is safety, family, finances. And so we think about safety, family, and finances, and we want those things to flow smoothly in our lives. In the hip area, we have hip openers to open it up and relax us. Placing the washcloth on and the eye pillow, we're in a 5-minute meditation. Place the one hand on the heart, the other hand on the solar plex area, just above the abdominal, just below the rib cage. Spread the fingers wide on the body. In this position, with our hands, we're feeding our positive energies that are chakras in the middle of our palms into our body. We just had a great energy session. And right now, we want to just meditate on feeling good in the body. So the meditation concentration is on where the body is feeling right now. We're imagining a white ball of energy from the base of our spine. And when we inhale, it follows up the spine, all the way to the crown of the head, and then back again. So continue to follow that all the way up each vertebra and down. As we talk you through a relaxation, deeper relaxation meditation. Bring that slight smile to the face, swallow, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Allow the cheeks to drop. Allow the mandala, the jawbone, to drop, but keep the mouth closed. Notice the softness. Notice how soft the inhales and exhales are through your nose. Notice how the toes feel relaxed. If there's a slight chill in the air, then cover yourself with a blanket, because this is a very comfortable position to be comfy and like we're snuggling up underneath the blanket. Notice how the balls and the heels of our feet are relaxed. Just the mere mention of your feet are relaxed. And then all of a sudden it happens. The top of the feet feel relaxed. The ankles, the Achilles heel. We feel relaxed in the shins. We feel relaxed in the calves. And this is magic. The kneecaps are relaxed. All of a sudden, the body, on the exhale breath, melts further and further into the earth. into the floor, and our body is relaxed. We're cozy underneath the blanket, or cozy in our position. We allow the joints in our body to open up, the knees, the ankles, the hip bones. And through these opening joints, we have a sense, awareness of breath flowing into those parts of the body that we mentioned with voice. And they relax. In between the hips, relax. The abdominal relaxes the belly button area. There's a soothing sensation of calmness in the body around the solar plex area, right underneath the hand, around the heart area. We notice when we inhale, the slight inhale lifts the chest up. The slight exhale relaxes the chest down. The shoulders seem to drop further to the floor. The elbows, the triceps drop further. In the pit of the throat, you know, that area that we don't think about so much, that seems soft and relaxed with the breath. We notice how our jaws relax, the back of the skull feels soft and comfortable. We notice how comfortable our ears even feel. We notice how comfortable our forehead feels. And even our hair. That sounds funny, doesn't it? Our hair's relaxed. But once we say that, we're telling our brain, even if the voice talking to us is telling your brain that the hair is relaxed. Oh yeah, the hair is really relaxed. Take a deep breath in, nice and strong, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Slowly exhale the breath out. Oh yeah. See how the body, the rib cage just falls to the earth? Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, for a minute of silence, notice the softness. Notice the rise and fall of the body. Notice the ocean sound. And be at peace. On the next inhale, breathe in strong, breathe the knees together, up into the chest, hug the knees, and roll back and forth like we're massaging the iliocatalis muscle on either side of the spine. That's it. Now roll over into the left side in the fetal position. The eye pillow and the washcloth will fall off. We're in this fetal position. Take a couple of breaths. Good. On the next inhale, straighten out the top leg. Push up with the top arm. Good, good, good. When we sit, we can cross our legs or we can sit on top of the pillow, whichever you're most comfortable for. When we sit on top of the pillow, we bring up the spine a little bit so it's nice. Sideways, we're going to show you a bandha lock. This locks good energy into the body, doing one bandha lock and ending it with heart. Hands on the knees. Breathe in, bow forward. Inhale again, come up, lift the chin to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come up. Roll the shoulders back, bring the chin into the chest. Squeeze in the urinary muscle, which is Mula Bandha, the abdominal muscle, which is Uddiyana Bandha. Chin into the chest is our Jalandhara Bandha lock. Together they are held in Maha Bandha with a breath retention on the outward breath called Kumbhaka. Breathe out all the air, hold the bandhas in. Breathe out, squeeze. 2. 3. You just learned to hold good energy to the body. So if anything, if we find good energy in the body, like we're jumping up and down, I'm excited. Hold that good energy to the body. We can hold the bandha lock in, and keep that energy going all day long. Pretty awesome, huh? Now, place the hands over the heart, both of them. Bow the head. Repeat after me aloud or silently. I feel blessed in everything I do more than ever before. And so it is. I am the light. The light I am. Bring the hands together over the heart in Anjali Mudra. This is a spiritual hand gesture of also holding good energy to the body. In yoga we say namaste. Namaste means I honor the peace in you as well as the peace in myself. Namaste, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this Thanksgiving yoga, this first part of our Thanksgiving and this entire month of Thanksgiving yoga. This was giving thanks for us. I thank myself. I pat myself on the back for all the good hard work that I've done. And I feel great inside. Come back to this video when you're feeling low and you need to feel good and you need to take some time out for yourself. Even a part of this video is more than nothing at all, right? Look forward to seeing you next Friday on our next class of Thanksgiving yoga, which is thank you to everyone around us. Oh.